Who is Keyser Söze? The movie Usual Suspects, one of my favorites, tells us of a mysterious and almost supernatural crime lord from Turkey who came to America long ago after his family was killed by some Hungarian gangsters and then by himself. After settling the score with the Hungarian mob and everybody affiliated with them, Keyser came to America. According to Verbal Kint, one of the main characters in the film, his father was German, according to some people. You can see from this photo that Söze didn't look too European. Why then does the movie want to convince us that Kint is Keyser Söze? I think this is a trick played on us by the masterful screenwriter Christopher McQuarrie. Brace yourself for this. I believe Verbal Kint is just who he is, Roger Kint, called Verbal. A criminal who doesn't really have a limp, but the rest about him is pretty true. Except for one thing, he is in reality working for Keyser Söze. First of all, Söze was a ruthless criminal, but by the time this movie takes place, he is at least 50 and is retired from public life. So why would he choose to go on a dangerous mission in order to remove the man who is supposed to witness against him? That sounds pretty far-fetched. So I think he simply sent Kint to infiltrate a group of criminals and one ex-criminal who all owed him something and used them as soldiers while Kint handled the stool pigeon Arturo Marquez. Kobayashi is a lawyer of Keyser Söze, but he also seems to be very good in playing mind games with the group, especially Keaton. He seems to be very good at persuading him to do what Söze ordered, unless he wants to see his beloved Edie Finneran dead. The manner at which he does that is truly chilling, and I believe only a true criminal mastermind could have done it that way. That is why I think Kobayashi is Keyser Söze. One more thing that doesn't quite check out with Kint being Söze is, while he did obviously kill that witness and Keaton, McManus and Hockley, if not also Fenster, who then killed Edie Finneran? She was found killed in the morning, which means she must have been killed during that night. But Kint was taken into police custody after the boat blew up, so he likely had no time to go and kill Edie. No, it was done by Kobayashi, since it was a typical Keyser trademark, killing with 2 bullets in the head. One more thing you should note is the very first scene where Kobayashi appears. He is shown standing in the dark with a demonic air about him, and his facial expression gives away that this is no mere lawyer. It was clear he was watching and studying the group in order to get to know them better. Only an arch criminal does that, not a mere hired gun, which Verbal Kint really is. While Verbal did kill Keaton, he still doesn't exhibit any traits of a typical mastermind criminal, except for being a good actor. Also note that Keyser Söze was Turkish, and judging from that however dark shot of him during the flashback story told by Kint, he didn't look too European. Kint does look European, but Kobayashi doesn't. He looks more like a man that could be from the Orient, more precisely Turkey. His facial structure is typically Turkish, of the more Mongol-like type. One more significant fact is that Kint speaks with a thick American accent, while Kobayashi has an Eastern-sounding accent. One more thing, when Kobayashi is in the elevator and McManus offs his bodyguards, he doesn't look too emotionally distressed, like a normal lawyer or human being would. He looks rather calm and collected, like a man who has seen his share of killing. Kobayashi is a Japanese name. Kobayashi of this movie doesn't look Japanese, obviously, nor does he speak like a Japanese. This was a fake name for a real villain of the story. And note that it also begins with a K, like Kaiser. Kint had to come up with a name, but couldn't give away his boss, nor could he think of a lawyer he knew, I guess. So he obviously got it from the bottom of the coffee cup. Finally, when Kobayashi comes to pick up Verbal, he looks at him and then smiles cynically. The way it looks here is like Kobayashi is the boss and Verbal his subject. And that is indeed the real truth. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you like this video.